Good morning, everyone. Shara guys, shout to T. Nice to see everyone again. My name is King Solomon. My name. It's a pleasure to have you guys again. It's a beautiful day. So today we'll be deliberating or discussing on just a little topic called Signalética Horizontale. I'll be very fast as soon as possible to see I can be able to compose everything within 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I don't know. Thereabout. Let's see how far we can go. And ragazzi. Okay, as you can see, the first one is what now? A discontinuous line. You can see this is a discontinuous line. We have one carriagata in this particular place, and it is what? A discontinuous line. You can see the discontinuous line in this particular place. Now, what is the meaning of this discontinuous line? What are they trying to say? They are telling us that in a discontinuous line, we can be able to superata. What is the meaning of superata? Superata simply means that we can be able to cross this line. So we can be able to cross this particular line, Shikena. That is the meaning of what superata. Okay, in discontinuous line, in this particular carriagata, the discontinuous line divides the carriagata into how many cosia? Into what? 2 cosias. Chikena in on the add. Very simple as ABCD. And remember, for the discontinuous line, it accepts what? Inversione di marcia. It accepts what? Inversione di marcia. What is inversione di marcia? Inversione di marcia is when you want to do what? A U-turn. So it accepts what? Inversione di marcia when the road is what? A W senso di marcia. Thank you very much. Let's go straight to the next one. Okay, we still have another discontinuous line. In this particular part of the discontinuous line, this one, remember, stadio attenti, you cannot be able to circulate in stadio cavallo di esso because you can be able to cross from this place to the other place does not mean you should be circulating in the stadio cavallo di esso on top of this what? Discontinuous line. Stadio attenti. Thank you very much. Then let's go straight to the next one. The next one is what they call what? The linear. Look like this is called the continuous line. In this particular one, this one is called the continuous line. And this continuous line, stadio attenti, ragazzi. In this continuous line, this is what? A W senso di marcia, meaning that vehicle will be coming from here, tiki 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 tiki, and that vehicle will be coming from here, tiki 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 tiki. So I just want to be very fast to be able to just summarize everything you need to know. Now, in this what? Continuous line, you cannot be able to what? Superata. You cannot superata what? A continuous line. Stadio attenti. And secondly, in a continuous line, it does not accept what they call what? Inversione di marcia. Okay, let's go. I want to be very fast so that I can be able to rush everything. Now the next one is what they call what? Stadio attenti. Let me try to zoom in so they can be able to see it more clearly. Let me try to zoom in so they can be able to see it more clearly. Now stadio attenti. Now, in this one, this is what they call the strisce di what? The strisce di guida. This is the strisce di guida. Now, stadio attenti. Vehicles that are circulating like from this particular direction, if they want to svuotare to a destra, they will not be able to cross the strisce di guida. Meaning they are going to what? Lasciata di striscia di guida at where now? At the sinistra. Stadio attenti. Now look at it, just watch the movement of my pen. As the vehicle is coming from this direction, like this. You want to svuotare to a destra, it's going to svuotare like this. Without what? Crossing the striscia di guida. Now, assuming vehicle is going diritto. Now, let's see. If a vehicle is going diritto, just watch the movement of my pen. You can see it's going to come in contact with the striscia di guida in this particular point. You understand? Now, assuming this same vehicle is going to svuotare to a sinistra, just watch the movement of my pen. You can see the movement of my pen. You can see it. Definitely, it's going to come in contact. It's going to what? Come in contact with the striscia di guida in this particular place. So, therefore, the striscia di guida is found at the sinistra part. Stadio attenti. Okay, let me be very fast. Now let's go to the next one. The next one is talking about what? Friction direction. Friction direction is just basically talking about what? The direction of the friction. When we talk about friction, it means what? The direction of those arrows. Now let's see. Now look at it. Let's try to zoom in so I can be able to see it clearly. Now you can see the sinestra. You can see the vehicles that are coming from the sinestra part of this carreggiata. You can see that the only direction they can go to is for them to svoltare a sinistra, which is this particular point. Now the vehicles that are coming from centrale, you can see the only direction they can go to is for them to go what diritto, which is straight. Now let's see for the other one. You can see the vehicles that are coming from a destra. The direction they can go to is either they go what diritto or they svoltare to a destra. Chicken in on the ad. Now let's be very fast. Let's go to the next one. The next one is talking about what isola K regularly. Okay, now in this particular place, this is also what a continuous line. Remember, now this thing, there is something at the center. Let me show you. Try to zoom it. Now this particular thing you see on the center is what they call the isola di traffico. Now, what is the meaning of isola di traffico? Isola di traffico is what channels vehicle to their various destinations. You can see the moment this particular vehicle is going diritto is the effort of this what the isola di traffico and the what now and the continuous line. Remember, for the continuous line, you cannot be able to superata. Now, why this vehicle is going to svoltare to a destra is the effort of what now the isola di traffico. Anche questa, anche with this one, also with this one. Because why the isola di traffico is like an obstacle on the road. It's like an obstacle on the carreggiata. Okay, now what am I trying to say? The only direction B can go to is to svoltare to a destra. The only direction C can go to is to svoltare to a destra. The only direction A can go to is to what now andare diritto. Hai capito? Okay, let's go. Let's be very, very fast. Let's go to the next one. Now, in this particular one, you can see, now when you see a vehicle, now look at it now, or let me assume, let's put it like this. When you are circulating on the road, if you are circulating on the road, you see a continuous line before a discontinuous line. You see a continuous line before a discontinuous line. It is telling you that you are approaching a danger. It is telling you that you are approaching what? A danger zone. Example of such, number one is the dorso. Number two is the passaggio a livello. Number three is the curva, and so on and so forth. Stare attenti, ragazzi. Stare attenti. Now, there's something you still need to understand. In this particular side, the vehicle that is circulating on this part of the road cannot be able to superare. Cannot be able to superata to the other direction. Stare attenti. Okay, thank you very much. Let's go. I have to be very, very fast. I have to do a summary. Now, let's go straight to the next one. Okay, the next one. Now, you can see in this particular place, let me try to zoom it. You can see in this particular place, we have the discontinuous line before what the continuous line. We have the discontinuous line before the continuous line. Now, in this part of the place, now, it means that when you see a discontinuous line before a continuous line, it is indicated that you are free from danger. You are free from the danger zone. Now, example, if you are descending, if you are not descending on the what now? On the dorso, you cannot be able to see what the discontinuous line before what the continuous line. Or if you have passed the curva, you will not be seeing what the discontinuous line before what the continuous line. Or if you have passed the passaggio a livello, you'll be seeing the discontinuous line before what the continuous line. Chicken in all the ad. And stare attenti, ragazzi. In this part of the road, when you see a discontinuous line before a continuous line, it means that the vehicle that are circulating in this part of the road can be able to superata. Why? Because there is a discontinuous line in this place. Remember, the ones that are coming from this direction cannot be able to cross to this direction. Why? Because of the continuous line in that side. But the ones that are circulating in this part can be able to superata to the other side. Why? Because of what the discontinuous line. Stare attenti. Okay, let's be very fast. Let's go straight to the next one. The next one is talking about what? Okay, the color, which is what? Gialli e neri. What does the color symbolizes? The black and the what? And the yellow. The black and the yellow. The black and the yellow symbolizes what they call what? Divieto di sosta. It symbolizes what they call what? Divieto di sosta. What is it trying to say, or what is it implying? It is implying that we cannot be able to park. We cannot be able to sosta. We cannot be able to park. We cannot be able to sosta. but we can be able to what fermarsi, which is what stop, and it is applicable to all what vehicles. State attenti, non è son vehicle, not some vehicles, not alcune vehicle, or tutti veicoli. Okay, let's go straight to the next one. Remember, on top of this one is a marcia piedi, where people circulate, the pedestrians, which are the pedoni. State attenti, ragazzi. Okay, let's be very fast. Let's go straight to the next one. I have to do a summary. Now, let's go straight to the next one. The next one is fermata di what autobus. As you can see, this part of the road, let me try to zoom it. This part of the road is what is the fermata of the autobus. Now, in this part of the road, you cannot be able to what now? You can still, you cannot be able to park, but you can be able to stop. You cannot be able to park, but you can be able to stop. State attenti. It is what fermata di what autobus. Now let's go avanti. Now let's see how far we can go. Now let's go to the next one. This one is talking about, okay, number 11 is talking about strict shaded guida. Now in this particular one, let me try to zoom it so I can be able to see clearly. Now in this part, now you can see that all the lines are discontinuous line. Remember one function or one characteristic of a discontinuous line. You can be able to superata. Now you can be able to cross the lines. You can be able to cross the line. Now what am I trying to say? Let me ask a question. Is it possible for a vehicle A to go to any direction? Let's see. Let's confirm. Yes, of course. It is very possible for vehicle A to go to any direction. Is it possible for a vehicle C to go to any direction? Yes, of course. It is possible for vehicle C to go to any direction. Is it possible for vehicle B to go to any direction? Well, yes, of course. It is possible for vehicle B to go to any direction. Why? Because of the help of what the discontinuous line. State attenti. Now, is it possible for vehicle A to do inversione di marcia if you want to come to this particular direction? Yes, of course. It is very, very possible for vehicle A to do what? Inversione di marcia. Just what he has to do. If you want to do inversione di marcia, he has to what? Use the indicatori di direzione. And secondly, he has to what? Dare la precedenza to what? Vehicle B. Simple as A, B, C, D, E, no, D, add. Study attenti, let's be very fast. Let's go to the next one. Now, in the next one, this one is talking about corsia di arresto. So let's try to zoom in so you can be able to see it clearly. Now, in this part of the carreggiata, now look at it now. Now, corsia di arresto, they're just basically talking about the continuous line. Because the moment you enter this continuous line, the moment you enter one of the corsias, which is the continuous, that has to do with the continuous line, you cannot be able to what now? You cannot be able to what? Superata. You cannot be able to superata. It becomes a prison. It becomes a prison. It cages you in that particular place. It becomes what? A prison. You cannot be able to what? Superata. Start attenti. Look at this particular point where this vehicle is, this blue vehicle. This particular point where it is, it can be able to what? Superata. Why? Because it can be able to cambiare corsia. It can be able to change from corsia A to corsia B, from corsia B to corsia C. But the moment you enter, it becomes what? Arresto. Capito, ragazzi. Now, why will it becomes arresto? It becomes arresto because it cannot be able to what now? It cannot be able to cambiare corsia. State attenti. Okay, andiamo avanti. Let's go straight to the next one. Okay, the next one is talking about what? Corsia di what? Preselezione. Corsia di preselezione. Let's see. Now you can see for corsia A, which direction is it going to? The vehicles that are coming from corsia A, they are going towards sinistra. Whereby the vehicles that are coming from corsia B, where are they going to? They are going toward either sinistra or Vienna or a destra. Stare attenti, a destra or a sinistra. Okay, what about corsia C? Which direction are they going to? They are going to solo what? A destra. Stare attenti, ragazzi. Okay, let's go to the next one. We have to be very, very fast. Now, the next one is talking about another one again, which is what? Corsia di preselezione. Now, you can see this part is a discontinuous line. Remember, if you're in the part of the discontinuous line, you can be able to what now? Cambiare corsia. Where's the meaning of cambiare corsia? You can be able to change corsia or directions. Stare attenti. Now you can see that the vehicles that are coming from corsia C, they can only go to diritto or to sotarito a destra. The vehicles that are coming from corsia C, they can only go to sinistra or what na andare diritto. Okay, while the vehicles that are coming from corsia A, they can only go to Vienna. They can only go to a sinistra. Okay, andiamo avanti. Let's go. We have to be very, very fast. Let's go to the next one. The next one is talking about marciapiede. According to what I said initially, this part of the road, the part of the top, this top is where the pedestrians or the pedestrian circulate. You understand? So that part is meant for what now? A walkway or the walk path, which is called the marciapiede. Stare attenti, ragazzi. We already know the meaning of the colors. The black and the yellow symbolizes what deviatory sosta, which means that what you cannot be able to what park, but you can be able to stop. Okay, let's go straight to the next one. Now the next one is talking about what regolamento della segnale. Okay, now which segnale can we be able to find on the carreggiata, in the pavimenti? Like the horizontal segnale. Number one, we can be able to find stop. Discreta stop, STOP. Everybody knows what the meaning of stop implies. Okay, like we can also be able to find what what is it called again? The triangulo. We can also be able to find what the triangulo, what is it called? The Darella Presidencia. The other, the sign for the Darella Presidential. We can be able to find that sign that symbolizes what the Darella Presidential, and so on and so forth. We can also be able to find the directional sign, the sign that is directing you to go to diritto, to go to svoltare to a sinistra, or to what now? To also what proseguire, to also what svoltare to a destra. Stare attenti, ragazzi. Okay, which other sign can we also be able to find? Like the part of the fermata, the autobus. You can see that part is designed with what? With yellow. You understand? It has yellow what design based on how it is what written on the what on the pavimenti or the asphalt or the carreggiata, anyone you want to use. You understand? So the design, so those pattern or the way it is designed is what signifying that particular zone is for what now fermata the what autobus. Okay, let's go. I have to be very, very fast. I'm trying to make everything within 30 minutes just to compose everything. Now let's go straight to the next one. The next one is talking about what striscia bianca or discontinua. Striscia bianca or discontinua. Now you can see this particular one is another word. Is another word discontinuous word sign. It's another word discontinuous sign. Now, assuming this particular discontinua or this particular carreggiata is a senso unico. Now, if you want to do sorpasso in curva, is it possible? Can you do sorpasso in curva when the road is a senso unico? Yes, of course, you can be able to do what sorpasso. But if the road is a doppio senso di marcia, if the road is a doppio senso di marcia, you cannot be able to do sorpasso in curva. Stare attenti. You cannot be able to do sorpasso in curva. Why is it that you cannot be able to do sorpasso in curva? Because the visibility is low compared to what now when it is what is senso unico. Okay, I'm trying to be very, very fast as I can. Let's go to the next one. The next one is talking about what strisce di pedoni. Well, the other name for it is also called what the attraversamento the pedonale. What is this particular part implying? This particular part is implying that this is the pedestrian, where the pedestrians are what circulating on the carreggiata. Now, when, for example, you are driving on the road, you see the pedestrians circulating on the carreggiata. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to what? Dare la presidencia to the what now? To the pedoni. Simple as A, B, C, D. I capito. You see that you slow down or you stop and do what? You dare la presidencia to the what? To the pedestrians. Okay, andiamo avanti. Let's be very, very fast. Now the next one is striscia di arresto. Striscia di arresto. Okay. Now what are they implying in this particular place? Now, this particular striscia di arresto can also be what regulated by what? A semaphore. Okay, you can see before you enter the flow of circulation, assuming this is a strada di principale and you are coming from the strada di secondaria, before you enter the strada di principale, you have to do what? Dare la presidencia to the vehicles already circulating. Then you enter the flow of what? Circulation. Okay, let's go straight. We have already explained more about the striscia, the discontinuous line already. We have explained more extensively on the discontinuous line. Okay, we have studied more about the discontinuous line. Let's talk about the continuous line. Now for this continuous line, let's go. Now for the continuous line, what am I trying to say? We already know that in the continuous line, you cannot be able to do inversione di marcia. we already know that in a continuous line, you cannot be able to superare. A capito. Also have it in the back of your mind that this continuous line at the middle divides the what now? Divides the carriagata into what? Two what? Corsia. It can be a what? A W sensor de marcha, and it can also be what now? A sensor what? Unico. Okay, start attentive. Now let's go. Now let's see. Okay, this one has to do with packager, a packager. The packager that is made for what now? Those disabled people. You can see their vehicles. So you that is not a disabled, it is not mandatory you're going to park your vehicle in this particular place. I capito. It is not mandatory you have to park your vehicle in this place. So this place is only made for people that are what? Disabled. Because if you decide to park your vehicle in this place, they are going to give you fine, which is the local word multa. They are going to give you multa per, and secondly, they are still going to subtract at least 2 points from your word patent. Now let's go to the next one. Stare attenti ragazzi. Stare attenti. Let's go to the next one. Okay, the next one is just talking about what emission, strada the emission. You can see this is the emission, the strada the emission. You can see the vehicle that are coming from this place. They are what now? They are going to what? Enter the what now? The main carriagata. Assuming this is what? Autostrada. The vehicle that are coming from this part of the road, you can see it now. They want to enter the flow of circulation. Now, this part of the discontinuous line and the entrance in this place is where they are going to what direct la presidential to the vehicles that are already circulating on the what now? On the carriagata. Stare attenti ragazzi. Very simple as ABCD. It can also be called the corsia di acceleration. I repeat myself again. It can also be called what? The corsia di what? Acceleration. Why this part you are seeing? This part is the emergency what? Is the emergency what? Corsia. Stare attenti. Sosta the emergency. Okay, this part you are seeing. Okay, now let's go straight to the next one. Let's go straight to the next one. I have to be very, very fast and to finish everything within 25 to 30 minutes. Now let's go straight to the next one. You can see this is what everybody know the meaning of PA. When they say PA, they are indirectly talking about what? Passaggio and level. Passaggio and level. The meaning is what? Passaggio and level. Now when you see this sign, it's telling you that you are approaching what? A particular road that has what? A binaro. Meaning that what is the meaning of binaro? Binaro is where train used to follow. Now if the Luci Rossa Lapagente is showing what? Rosso, it is mandatory you have to stop in this particular place, which is what? Prima di striscia di what? Traversare. Prima di striscia di traversare. You are going to stop in this particular place after the road is clear, after the train has passed and the semaphore is not showing what is not as in after the semaphore, after the train has passed, meaning that you are not eligible to what now? To maneuver your way. You understand? Meaning that you cannot be able to what? Attraversare. Stare attenti ragazzi. Stare attenti. Okay, let's go. And stare attenti ragazzi. Whenever you are circulating in a road that has the binaro, in a road that has what? A binaro in it, you have to always what? Go with what? Maximum prudence. You have to go with caution. Stare attenti ragazzi. Now let's go straight to the next one. I have to be very fast. Now let's go to the next one. The next one is talking about the corsia di what? Emergency. It's just similar to what I just explained initially. Now you can see in this part, this A is the corsia di emergencia. The A is the corsia di what? Emergencia. You can see it is clearly, you can see that the A is the corsia di emergencia, while the B and C is just normal what? Circulation. Okay, circulation of what now? Vehicle. What are they doing in the corsia di emergencia? Number one, if the driver is sick, he can be able to come to the what? Corsia di what? The corsia di emergencia. Okay. Number two, if the what is it called? Number two, if your vehicle is breakdown, you can also be able to come to what now? Come to where now? Come to the corsia di what? Emergencia. Stare attenti ragazzi. Very simple as ABC. Okay, let's go straight to the last one. The last one is talking about what? The stricture what? Traversare. Okay, let's see. This one as well can also be controlled by what? A semaphore. This one can also be what? Controlled by what? A semaphore. Okay, let's see. If you want to enter the flow, now in this part of this place, this is the point you have to stop and direct la presidential to the vehicle that's already was circulating. And remember, as I said, it can also be what controlled by what a semaphore, especially when the light is showing what red. If the light is showing red, it is indicating you have to stop at this particular point, direct presidential to the vehicles then that are already circulating on the main road, which is what the Strada di Principale. Thereafter, if you see the road is clear, you can now be able to what now enter. Simple as A, B, C, D, E, no, D, add. Okay, right, guys, at this junction, I've come to the end. I just gave you guys a brevy, a short and quick explanation on what you need to understand. I wish you guys the best of luck. My name is King Solomon. If you want to join my class, just chat me, write me up. I think I'm going to drop my phone number on the page so that I can be able to you can be able to reach me as soon as possible. I wish you guys the best of luck. Ciao ragazzi, ciao tutti.